There's something magical about the 1960s. It was a time when families gathered around the TV for dinner, when space-age gadgets promised to change our lives, and when food companies tried just about anything to grab our attention. Some creations became classics, but others didn't stand the test of time. Today, we're looking back at 15 American foods from the 1960s that failed miserably. From frozen disasters to gelatin nightmares, these are the flavors that time and our taste buds forgot. 1. TV dinner, Thanksgiving feast. In the early 60s, Swanson rolled out a complete frozen Thanksgiving meal with turkey, stuffing, potatoes, and even pie, all in a little aluminum tray. For busy families, it sounded like the future. But the reality? Mushy vegetables, dry turkey, and pumpkin pie that tasted more like cardboard than dessert. It was a hit at first, but most people quickly realized Thanksgiving is meant to be homemade. 2. Gelatin meat salads. If you grew up in the 1960s, chances are you saw one of these at a church potluck. Tuna, ham, or chicken suspended inside a wobbly mold of lemon or lime jello. It was colorful, it was modern, and it was not good. By the 1970s, the fad had faded. People still loved Jell-O, just not when it was hiding bits of luncheon meat inside. 3. Banana and mayonnaise sandwiches. Strange as it sounds, this sandwich was popular in Southern households and spread across the country in the 1960s. Just sliced banana, smeared with mayonnaise, on white bread. Cheap, quick, and easy, yes. But delicious. That's debatable. By the time peanut butter and jelly became the reigning lunchbox favorite, banana and mayo quietly slipped into history. 4. Frozen fried clams. America's fascination with frozen seafood was booming in the 60s, and companies tried everything, from breaded shrimp to oysters in a box. Frozen fried clams seemed like a sure hit. Sadly, once thawed and reheated, they turned rubbery, fishy, and far from fresh. People gave up on them, sticking instead with the real deal from seaside clam shacks. 5. Canned hamburger meals. Companies like Hormel experimented with canned hamburgers, complete patties sealed in gravy or sauce. The pitch was a burgers on demand, no grill required. Unfortunately, opening a can to find a soggy gray patty was enough to put anyone off their appetite. By the mid-60s, these canned burgers were largely gone from grocery shelves. 6. Aspic creations. Aspic, a savory gelatin made from meat broth, was actually considered sophisticated in the 1960s. Magazines featured photos of whole chickens and vegetables trapped in shimmering molds. While it looked like art, eating it was another story. Cold, jiggly meat jelly never really caught on with everyday families, and by the next decade, aspic had all but disappeared from American tables. 7. Canned macaroni and cheese. Before the blue box Kraft dinner became a standard, some companies tried selling macaroni and cheese in a can. It was marketed as creamy, convenient, and ready to heat. But in reality, it was gluey, bland, and far from the homemade favorite kids loved. The canned experiment fizzled, leaving Kraft's boxed version to reign supreme. 8. Chicken a la king in a can. This dish was once considered elegant, a creamy stew of chicken, mushrooms, and peppers. In the 60s, food makers tried to can it, advertising it as a quick dinner for busy families. Sadly, canned cream sauce and chicken just don't hold up well. The texture turned strange, the flavor was flat, and most shoppers passed it by. 9. Deviled ham spread. You might remember the little paper-wrapped cans with a devil logo on them. deviled ham spread was meant to be a spicy, ready-to-eat sandwich filler. For some, it was a nostalgic taste. But for many others, the mushy texture and overpowering saltiness were too much. By the late 60s, it was already losing favor to fresher deli meats. 10. Whip and chill dessert. In the era of instant everything, General Foods introduced Whip and Chill, a mousse-like dessert powder. Just add milk and whip, and you had a fluffy treat. The idea was clever, but it never competed with Jell-O or pudding. Families found it too sweet, too artificial, and simply not special enough to become a tradition. 11. Frozen surf and turf dinners. With America's love of steak and seafood, companies thought combining the two in a frozen tray would be a winner. Imagine Salisbury steak on one side, shrimp or lobster on the other. Sadly, freezing steak and shellfish together only made both worse. What sounded like luxury ended up tasting like leftovers. 12. Canned spaghetti sandwich kits. In an effort to make Italian food more American, some companies sold kits that encouraged families to slap canned spaghetti between slices of bread. It was marketed as fun for kids, but in reality it was messy, soggy, and odd-tasting. Needless to say, spaghetti sandwiches never caught on outside of those advertisements. 13. Frozen pizza burgers. Part pizza, part hamburger, these were frozen patties seasoned with tomato and cheese, meant to be cooked like burgers. They promised the best of both worlds, but delivered the worst. The flavor was artificial, the texture was mealy, and people quickly decided they'd rather just eat pizza or a burger, not both crammed together. 14. Tomato aspic with cottage cheese. One of the more fancy 1960s recipes, this dish combined tomato-flavored gelatin with a scoop of cottage cheese. It looked pretty on the table, but the taste was unusual, to say the least. Sweet, tangy, savory, and curdled all at once. As food trends moved toward fresher salads, this one was left in the past. 15. Canned chicken salad. In the drive for convenience, companies even tried selling pre-mixed chicken salad in cans. Just pop the lid and spread it on bread. But canned mayonnaise and canned chicken don't mix well. The result was sour, mushy, and far from fresh. It didn't take long for shoppers to return to making it themselves. The 1960s were full of bold experiments in the kitchen. Some ideas stuck around, but many, like gelatin meats and canned burgers, are best remembered as curious flops. Still, they tell a story of a decade when Americans dreamed of convenience, speed, and space-age living, even if the results didn't always taste so good. Which of these strange foods do you remember? And which one would you never want to try? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to like, subscribe, and join us next time on American Rewind.